I'm Emily Shoemaker, and this is Winston Churchill's Harrow School speech. The 10 months that have passed have seen very terrible, catastrophic events in the world, ups and downs, misfortunes. But can anyone sitting here this October afternoon, not feel deeply thankful for what has happened in time that has passed, and for the very great improvement in the position of our country and of our home? Why, when I was here last time, we were quite alone, desperately alone, and we had been so for 5 or 6 months. We had the unmeasured menace of the enemy and their air attack still beating upon us. And you yourselves had experience of this attack. And I expect you're beginning to feel impatient that there's been this long lull with nothing particular turning up. But we must learn to be equally good at what is short and sharp, and what is long and tough. It is generally said that the British are often better at the last. They do not expect to move from crisis to crisis. They do not expect that each day will bring some noble chance of war. But when they very slowly make up their minds that the thing has to be done, and the job put through and finished, then, even if it takes months, if it takes years, they do it. Another lesson I think we may take is that appearances are often very deceptive. And as Kipling well says, we must meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. You cannot tell from appearances how things will go, but surely for everyone, what we have gone through in this period of 10 months, this is the lesson. Never give in. Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty. Never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. We stood all alone a year ago. To many countries, it seemed that our account was closed. We were finished. All this tradition of ours, our songs, our school history, this part of the history of our country, were gone and finished and liquidated. Very different is the mood today. Britain, other nations had thought, had drawn a sponge across your slate.
But
instead, our country stood in the gap. And what seemed almost a miracle to those outside these countries, these islands, though we ourselves never doubted. We are now in a position where I can say that we can be sure that we have only to persevere to conquer. You sing here a verse of a school song, but if there's one word in it I want to change. It is the line, "Now let us sing praise in darker days." I have obtained permission to alter darker to sterner. Now let us be praised in sterner days. Do not let us speak of darker days. Let us speak rather of sterner days. These are not dark days. These are great days. The greatest days our country has ever lived. And we must all thank God that we have been allowed, each of us according to our stations, to play a part in making these days memorable in the history of our race. Thank you.